Hey there, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm Alex, and I'm here to bring you Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node specialty reading themed What About Your Friends? I've done this a couple of times. So this is about your support system, your besties, your associates, people you work with that you consider associates or friends, everybody but basically your DNA related family, and even if they're not DNA related, not the people that actually raised you. Okay, so this is just to give you a peek into the energies around you, and if there's an obstacle or something going on, it's to help gain some clarity. Okay, I'm gonna do, before I get into any further, could you please hit the like button? It really helps my channel out with the algorithm, and it's a great energy exchange for tarot. So we're going to start with a 7-card horseshoe spread, and I will clarify as needed to get more details about the situation. So what are the messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and their friend group? What are the messages for Pisces? Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. This is very interesting, Pisces, because over here representing the past, present, and future energies regarding you and your friend group, it looks like there's a lot of love and positivity. But yet, once we get onto the other side about present surrounding energies or people around you and outcome, it gets a little dicey. So, for the Pisces that this reading is for, it looks like in the recent past, 10 of Cups. Now, Okay, I got it. So the energy over here, typically I'm looking at it from this perspective of what, the energies have been around the friendship. But what I'm strongly getting from this is that either you or somebody you love, as far as a friendship type of love, somebody in your circle has fallen in love. And I get that it's probably you. So you fell in love in the recent past. You decided, I have this 10 of Cups energy towards a certain person. We're going to work on it. We're going to build together. On your present energy, someone has made an offer of love, which by all accounts and measures has been accepted. So you're on this journey of like ultimate partnership with someone in your life. And in the near future, it looks like the relationship is solidified. It's like this is a soulmate energy. This is feeling like home, and I'm also hearing building a home, which makes sense because you have this 10 of Cups energy in the recent past, and it solidifies sometime in the near future into something even more formal. So it's significant because for the Pisces that this reading is for, this has really created a rift between you and your friendship. Now, again, take the energies how they apply. This is either you finding love that has affected your friendship dynamics, or someone around you has found love and you are questioning or having issue with the friendship dynamics. So supporting energy surrounding you is 5 of Cups. So I really feel like it's that you found love and someone around you is really feeling left out. They're feeling a loss. Maybe they don't feel your support anymore. They feel like this has consumed your entire world. Or it's just that there's been readjustments made, because oftentimes when we introduce a romantic relationship into our lives, we do have to find ourselves more balancing it out with other aspects of our lives. And in the beginning stages or the more intense stages where you're trying to establish the connection and determine where the connection is going to go, a lot of the times a lot of your energy ends up focused on that relationship. Well, if there's a friendship that where it was very close, especially someone who you spoke with on a regular basis, spend a lot of time with, it could really leave them feeling like they lost someone close to them. So the obstacle is the Empress energy. The Empress is abundant, able to birth life into situations. She's very nourishing, motherly like. So here's the energy. Here's what I'm getting from this. The friendship that is affected by this, the dynamic was a little imbalanced in that you love the person and they love you, but one person was more codependent, even though it's codependency. But that dynamic really sustained another person more than the other. Doesn't mean it drained you, but they really relied on you more than what you realize. It's almost like there was this mother-daughter, father-son dynamic, mentor-mentee dynamic between you two, and maybe this was that type of situation. So it's like almost like you're trying to move on and continue to build your life. It's not like you're trying to leave a person behind, but you're not their mother, okay? You're not that person in their life. And while they can have historically relied on you for the type of nurturing and love they need, the obstacle that I'm strongly getting is that this is their test to find that love and nurturing within them. And it's your test to not feed into that supposed, like, I don't want to get whininess, but I don't want to say whininess, but it's like this person has a way of almost pouting to get their way. And you have been that mothering type towards them. But this is a friendship. This is not your child. And you are not their parent, and they're not in the child phase where you're raising them up. So the previous dynamic has been the obstacle, and it's almost like a failure to launch situation. Like I said, I'm getting this is more of a friendship or mentor-mentee situation. So it's not like this is your child, but I don't know if you've seen that movie Failure to Launch. It's like you grew this child up, even though they're not a child, but there's some aspect of their life where maybe they were kind of trying to get their legs beneath them or trying to learn how to use their wings in some aspect of their life. And they really look to you for support for that. And you gave them all the support in the world, and they actually have gained the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience, but they're afraid to like spread their wings and fly. So there's an issue because now your attention is focused on you, not only the love around you, but also you. And they can't feed off of that support from you anymore. And it's not because it's withdrawn. It's not just as accessible as it was before. Outcome is 5 of Swords. Potential outcome is 5 of Swords. Now, mind you, we have 3 5s on the board, which can indicate transformation, but also very much tower energy from a 5. So be cautious, because what turns into initially sorrow can turn quickly into pettiness. And I'm getting a petty vibe on the route that this is on. Spirit is saying it could turn into a situation where by any means this person kind of pulls on you to get your attention focused back on them. This sounds very like one of those stalker movies. I hope it's not that intense. In the advice position, 5 of Pentacles. Now, the strange thing is, I don't think that you're the one that feels left out. And if you are, take it how it applies. But whoever it is, Spirit is saying there's the lesson in the 5 of Pentacles that is the advice. This is all about your thought process. I always go through this, but if you already know it, just bear with me. Pretend you're learning something new. 5 of Pentacles is, yes, feeling left out of the cold. Key emphasis on the word feeling. If they feel like they can't get in this door, why? The key is right here. There's a light shining on it. If they feel like they don't have money to sustain themselves, why? There's pentacles up here. All they have to do is demount them. The problem is about not wanting to do the work to get into the spaces or the places where you want to be. So it's kind of like self-deceit. It's a feeling of woe is me. It's a victim mentality, when in reality it's not about that. It's just not presented to you in as easily as you would like it to be. And so you want to, it's like subconsciously spinning the story to seem like you're left out in the cold when really and truly you're not. You just gotta maybe take a couple of steps to get in the door. You want to be carried in, not you, I'm saying whoever this person is wants to be carried in the door, they're not going to be carried in. They're going to have to do some of the work. So Spirit has warning that the energy surrounding this dynamic right now, if it hasn't switched to that, it could turn into a little bit of pettiness and jealousy. Because again, Five of Swords outcome is about conflict, but it's also about fighting dirty. It's like feeling victory, not just because you won or you got your point across, but because it made the other person feel bad or almost not devalued. It like knocked them down a notch in the process, and that's where the joy and the victory comes from. So kind of watch out for that, I'm hearing. Let's do some clarifying. What's this Ten of Cups in the recent past? Is this a relationship as it looks to be? Let's clarify this Ten of Cups in the recent past. Girl, you got a card from another. Okay. Ten of Cups in the recent past. Temperance, King of Cups, Knight of Wands. Yeah. Oh, you found like the ultimate combination. Someone who's patient, kind, loving, nurturing, but also attractive and fiery, and, you know, sexual energy is on point. So, yeah, you or someone around you, whoever it is, someone found that thing. They found that ultimate wish fulfillment and happiness in a dynamic, and it's turning out to, I mean, it looks like it's bringing a lot of beauty and love and fulfillment into your life. Let's further confirm this with this Ace of Cups and the present energy. Spirit, can we clarify the Ace of Cups and also what emotions it evokes? Not just for Pisces, but for other energies around them, so we can get a better understanding of why this is creating such an issue. We kind of got that already with this Five of Cups and Five of Swords and Five of Pentacles, but can we clarify this Ace of Cups energy for Pisces? The Magician, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands. It's like this relationship is, I'm getting storybook energy from this Magician and this Four of Wands. Either way, it has pulled you away, and it may be literally pulling you away. I'm also getting moving. Eight of Wands can mean several things, and it can also mean travel, but I'm feeling that this means it's either picking up on the amount of time that you're actually literally away, or you'll be moving away to establish a more stable foundation. Because like I said, it looks like in the near future, the Six of Cups represents further submitting this connection. Magician energy gives me the vibe that this is like not just traveling and doing a thing and seeing the person and being with them and it being good. It's like storybook good. And so I don't want to insert my own opinion too much about that. Let's let the cards and let's let God and spirit and angels and our guides do the talking, because I don't want to insert too much of my opinion. I will once if it's confirmed in the cards. But so let's look at the Six of Cups in the near future for Pisces. What's the Six of Cups? So you're kind of getting a combo reading here, Pisces, because if you're in a relationship, it's like you're getting a read on your relationship as well, and the friendship. I'm getting jealousy vibes. I can't help but, it's not just, it's twofold. It's jealousy because you're being pulled away, but it's also jealousy because you're being pulled away to what, again, nothing's perfect, but from the outside looking in, it's like there's a lot that could be envied about your situation right now. So be careful. Six of Cups for Pisces, spirit. Can we get What is this Six of Cups? The Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of... Yeah, y'all are traveling or moving or something. Six of Swords. So here's the thing. You are establishing quite the foundation here with this Knight of Pentacles. The Moon card is very much exposing, though, some of those green-eyed demons around you. Jealousy, envy, because this Knight of Pentacles is about building a foundation and building it stable. And a lot of times it indicates slow, stable movement. I don't get that this is necessarily slow. I don't get that it's fast or overnight, but it's not slow. But it's about everything being intentional. So this relationship you're in is definitely moving forward with the intent of establishing a stable foundation. Six of Swords is about moving out of rocky waters, or rocky waters into calmer waters, but also can be about travel. And I'm getting between that and this Eight of Wands and just the overall energy of this reading that this relationship is going to pull you away to a further distance away from this person as well, and offers a lot of opportunity for the whole world to open up to you, is what I'm hearing. So there's a lot to be envied in this situation for somebody who is not in a healthy or a secure state of mind right now. Let's clarify the Five of Cups, because I do feel like this directly represents this specific energy. The dog is barking. What's this Five of Cups energy surrounding Pisces? Also directed at Pisces, is what I feel. What's this Five of Cups energy? Please clarify this Five of Cups energy for Pisces. Judgment. Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands. Yeah. This person is really burdened, but it's like your joy is their burden. And I hate that, because if you have good intentions and you really love this person, it can sting and hurt more than it makes you angry at first, that they feel this way about such a joyful space in your life. I don't feel that they intend to be this way, but the problem is, if I'm looking at this Judgment card and the Seven of Wands, it puts them in a defensive position about the decisions that they've made in their past, or it's making them kind of face some of the decisions that they made in their past that have resulted in them not being in a similar position or similar opportunity. And so instead of looking at what you're experiencing and experiencing joy and wanting to support you and understanding that, hey, it may pull you a little bit further away, but I know we're always close. You're a phone call away. It makes them think about their failures. And it's almost like the warning is that they can start to gain this defensive attitude towards you, even though there's nothing to be defensive about. We're going to get advice about what to do about that, though, because it's one thing to know it. Like, what... I want to know what Spirit wants you to, like, what is your advice? Because again, this person I do believe they love you, but they become they've crossed the line from genuine unconditional love, though, to codependency, and put in a responsibility on you, even subconsciously doing it, though. That's not yours. Let's clarify this Empress energy, that I feel like this is how they viewed you in their world, but not just because you're abundant and, you know, fruitful and have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but because they looked at you almost like a support system that was fixed in their life. Let's clarify this Empress energy. Pisces as the obstacle. Two of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Ooh. Okay, let me tell you what I'm getting. They're really trying to find some balance, and they actually, I get more of a Two of Pentacles in reverse from this, and a Four of Pentacles in reverse. And let me explain. Let me flip them back up, but let me explain. So they're not balanced. There has been some, you know, and this situation is exposing how much they've relied on your energy, even probably very much to their own surprise, right? It's exposing that. Four of Pentacles is about saving, preserving, reserving, storing, having exit, being abundant, but having enough to where you can start putting away. But the problem is that when it gets into the dark side of energy, it becomes hoarding. It becomes miserliness. And it's gone from them being just protective of this connection and appreciating, because that's another thing Four of Pentacles can be about, as far as my interpretation, is appreciation, right? And when you appreciate something, you don't necessarily want to change it. You don't want to hide it, but you want it to be as is, right? But it's gone into more of a hoarding where it's like so much so that even if the thing can grow and evolve, you want it to stay as is so that you don't have to share it with the world. I feel like that's how they feel about you. This Nine of Cups is typically about self-worth and self-value, and that is something that if they really understood their own value, they wouldn't put so much stock in quote unquote losing you. They're not really losing you, but they're just losing as easy access to you, and it's by circumstance. Right now it's by circumstance more than it is by choice. So it's not like they're really losing you. It's just the difference between walking to someone's house and making a phone call, or you know, calling them and they pick up on the first ring, to maybe having to wait 30-45 minutes, or the next day because now they're in a relationship, they got to be respectful of blah 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 blah, that kind of stuff. So it's turned from appreciation to selfishness on the part of this person. Let me restart before we get into the final clarification. So, what is this potential outcome of Five of Swords for Pisces and their friendships? What's this outcome of Five of Swords for Pisces? If they remain on this path energetically, or if this person remains on this path energetically, what is the outcome? There you are again. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. So, okay. Do with this what you will if this is your story. But it looks like the path that it's on, you're popping back up. So this is you. Nine of Pentacles representing your energy. Nine of Pentacles isn't about being single so much as it is about being appreciative of what you have around you. So much that you're not letting anything compromise the beauty of what is for you already. So even if you're in a relationship, you're very independent. You can exist and nurture the relationship, but you never do it at the cost of your own happiness, joy, or at the cost of honoring who you are. Eight of Cups is about walking away from what no longer serves you. Now, I can make it sound pretty and cute, but the ultimate reality is if this person starts to show signs and symptoms of defensiveness, schadenfreude, you know, that term for pleasure at the discomfort or the failures of others. If they start seeing, like, if you start noticing that they only bond with you in moments of stress, but then in moments of joy, you can't share it with them, because then it stresses them out. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where you're going to think about, contemplate, or maybe even engage in the act of walking away. It's not because you're in a relationship. It's because of this person's reaction to you being happy. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles as the advice. The crazy thing is, a lot of times, sometimes I get the advice card from the perspective of what the other person needs to do. But ultimately, all that's confirming is that you can't do anything. This is just like what you're looking for in the other person to indicate that they're going to try to do what's necessary to salvage a healthy connection. Very rarely is healthy tarot about waiting on them to do something. What they really want versus what they're doing. Like all of that stuff, you know, it strokes the ego, but the reality is sometimes people don't get it right. So I'm encouraging you to look at this like, yeah, this is the advice. If it's more aimed at them than it is at you, understand that the spirit is saying that these are signs that the person is trying to do better. Maybe be patient with them because they're in process. But that being said, you can't force them to do it. You can't guide them to it. Ultimately, that means that it's up to you to just maintain your pace. Keep doing what's best for you. And let the chips fall where they may. So, Spirit, what's the clarification on the Five of Pentacles as the advice? I cannot. Okay. Five of Pentacles as the advice. Spirit, what's the clarification? I see. Knight of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay. Six of Wands. Ultimately, the choice is going to be up to them, like I said, but you do have some advice in here. So Spirit is saying be patient, be understanding. I think you kind of have an understanding of this person's history and maybe why they're having a hard time with this. That doesn't mean allow them to run over you, be rude. If they start getting into this petty energy, that doesn't mean subject yourself to it. But Spirit is saying offer your love and support to them and understand, like also offer clarity on what that means. So it's not like their communication is needed. Clear communication about feelings and thoughts. And it offers up the energy to support victory. Right now, yes, they may be feeling like this, so but maybe what's all that's needed is a conversation to kind of help bring them around to the understanding that, listen, I'm always here for you, but I can't be here for you in the same way all the time. It's going to look different. Just like if this came up for you first, I would have had to understand that for you. But communicate those feelings. Don't assume they understand them. Everybody doesn't get their assumptions about what's going on right the first time. There's a lot of layers. There's programming. There's emotions. There's hormonal. I mean, it could be the wrong time of the month. Who knows? But there's always some layers of crap that are between you and clear communication with another person. So make it plain, be honest, be truthful, do so from a humble space and a kind and understanding space. And that fosters the opportunity. Doesn't say that's what's going to happen, but you have laid the foundation there for a victory with this person. After you've done that, it's on them. But offer your love and understanding, and it'll be okay. So anyway, I hope this helps. Not a hopeless situation, just one of those things that life brings about. But we're all human. We're all on a journey. We all have flaws. So I hope this helped, Pisces. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.